I don't know why I said it like that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this second edition of ChatGPT for Cannabis Social Media. This will be the second time that I'm teaching this. Today is going to have a little bit of a different spin. If I'm going to definitely kind of wait and see, wait for some people to join because I just pushed this live and hope that a few people will join before I get started. So I'm gonna mute this since Alrighty. So let's get this morning started. I have had such a good morning so far. I already went to a cannabis field. I call it the Field of Dreams. It's about 1,500 plants growing outside here in Colorado, and it was absolutely amazing. So good morning, good morning. If you're joining, oh my gosh, there are 15 people on. Hey everybody, this is what happened last time too. I was like, no one, and then 15 people. Hello everyone. Good morning. If you are joining me and you wouldn't mind, just give me a quick comment so I know who you are, where you're coming from. Also, I'd love to know if anyone on the chat is already working with ChatGPT or if we have some newbies here today. And also, I'm interested in bringing up a volunteer. So if you joined me or didn't join me the last time, I had Kira from Teal Cannabis up with me here in the chat, and we were able to develop an entire content strategy for her. So hello, Claudia from Arizona, Shakita or Shaquita? Shakita. Thank you for joining. Wow, blessings on blessings, ganja blessings. Yes, it's so good to be with you all. It's so funny because like my screen says 0 people on, but you are not 0 people. So hi everyone, my name is Lauren Mundell. I'm the founder of Hi Curious, which is a platform that connects cannabis brands with cannabis influencers, creators, and social media talent to help reach cannabis consumers. So if you are a cannabis brand and you need help with social media and you need help reaching cannabis consumers and getting out of the trap of being banned and all that kind of stuff on social media, hit us up and we'd love to help you. Hello from Kansas City. Hello from North Carolina via Arizona and New Jersey. All right. Hello, everybody. Ace Cox, southbounddesign.com. I love it. I love it. Feel free to promote yourself in the chat. I mean, right? Like, we're here. We're here. This is work, right? I just want to start out by saying that a few years ago, I left my big job in New York City to start this cannabis company, cannabis adjacent company, I guess we should say, where I help cannabis brands with marketing. And, it's been almost 5 years. And this morning, I went to my client's giant field of 1,500 cannabis plants to take pictures and create content. And later on today, I'll be going to a dispensary with one of my friends and local influencers, Emily McCarter Gets High. And she just is starting her partnership with local dispensary, Ajoya. And today we're going over there and we're going to be shopping for her first month's worth of content that she's going to be making. So I'm super excited because I'm not making a lot of money in this industry, okay? But I'm doing exactly what I said I was going to be doing, and it's working. So I'm very excited about that. Stony Sam from NorCal.buzz, and he already uses ChatGPT. National Association of Black Cannabis Lawyers, Natasha, so nice to see you. Yeah, good. All right, everyone, we're going to get started. So I have this the one thing about being in the cannabis industry and going into fields is mosquito bites. So sorry about that. maybe if I do a quick hit, it will help. So if anyone else has something to smoke, or interested in just, loosening up a little bit, I'm just going to finish off this nice little bowl that I've been seshing on. This is the Elevate Jane piece from Elevate Jane. It's called the Mimi. I love this piece. She smokes beautifully. I will show you real quick. I'll give you the whole experience here. All right. So let me share my screen real quick. And I have a deck to share, and we'll get going. You use ChatGPT for your brand Love RX Organics. Is that a cannabis brand? Tell me. Like I said, I'm looking for somebody to be a part of this stream with me. We're gonna create a content. Oh my god, I've missed one here and like 3 here. We're going to create a content strategy for one of you in the audience. So any of you who would like to raise your hand to be a volunteer, you will need to come live on camera with me and have a conversation about your business. So if you'd like to be that person, say the name of your company and please put the website, and we can hook you up. All right. Do I think what's going on in New York is going to spread across the USA? Do you mean when you ask that, are you referring to the farmers markets? What specifically about New York are you asking? And if it's the farmers markets thing, like from your mouth to the God of Weeds ears, okay? Because that would just change everything. And really help smaller farmers, and I don't think impact dispensaries in any way. So that's the answer to your question, if that's what you were talking about. So yeah, for sure. If there are any other cannabis questions or thoughts, please feel free to ask me any questions. I love talking about the industry, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna try to stop scratching my mosquito bites, but I don't think I can. You guys all know. Everybody knows it's the summer. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. So here we are talking about ChatGPT for social media. I am going to start with this and go from there. Let's see. People with criminal past getting opportunities. Yeah, I think that that's been happening everywhere in the country. It's supposed to have been, to be honest. The people, so social equity, the entire reason social equity was started was to help people who were affected by the war on drugs and to be able to give them licenses first. In some states, it's worked. In other states, it hasn't. In New York, it's definitely working really well. And it's also hindered the rollout of cannabis across the state because things just are not moving quickly, which I think is okay. And I think that they're putting this new farmers market piece in place, and I think that's really going to help. So I don't know. I hope so. Ohio medical marijuana seems non-existent. Well, I happen to know about a new cannabis dispensary opening in Columbus in the fall, and it's owned by one of the owners of one of my clients. So get excited. You're going to have something good in Ohio, in Columbus at least, Main Street in Columbus. All right, so let's hit it. So we're going to quickly talk about, the introduction is done, so check, okay? Why you should be using ChatGPT. So for all of you who are here, you either have some semblance of knowledge about ChatGPT, and maybe some of you are way better at it than me. Like, it's not hard. I just want to tell you guys, ChatGPT is so easy. And if you're not already using it, you definitely should be. Anyone can use it. And I'm going to teach you today how to use it and how to use it to help you create your content strategy, your content plan, a content calendar, and even recommend content that should be made on behalf of your business. So if you're a cannabis brand and you've really been struggling with like, should I even spend time on social media? What should I say? How do I say the same thing a million times over? How do I not get shut down? All of those things. We're going to talk about that today. Oh, you're referring to the Ohio industry not hiring folks with criminal past. Hoping to hear more about your post-planning workflow and where ChatGPT fits. Okay, cool. Well, I will do the best I can to answer that question. I might not be as sophisticated as you, and maybe you should come on and teach, but I'll show you how I do it and I'm not the most organized of people, but I know that there's a lot more that ChatGPT can do. And I'm going to talk about that as well, even those aren't the things, even though they're not necessarily the way I use it. Hi, Crystal. Yes, there will be a replay available to everyone, not just attendees, but to everyone. This is a LinkedIn live stream. This will be live just after, it will just save here. So just come back to this post and you can watch the whole thing. So yes, absolutely. The answer is yes. Hello, Crystal. Thank you, my love. Okay. And then we're going to talk about the limitations of ChatGPT. And then we're going to get like to where do you start? So why use ChatGPT for cannabis social media? The first reason, and the number one reason for me, is time. I use ChatGPT as my assistant. I guess that's the best way I would say it. But it's more than an assistant. It's like my assistant who really understands and can get so smart about what I'm doing so easily. So I used to be, work at a big company, and I had like 20 people on my team, and I had some really great young talent, and I would I would basically have the young talent come into my office, and we would sit down and we would talk about the project and kind of what each piece of it was going to look like. And then he or she would go back to their desk and spend a day or two, kind of organizing what we talked about and coming back to me with a plan, a proposal, right? And then I would take that and I would be like, okay, certain pieces of it we would keep, and some certain pieces of it we would push harder on, and certain pieces of it we would toss, right? And with ChatGPT, that's exactly what it is. It's like I tell it what I want it to do, and then it does a decent job of telling me what I told it back times a lot. So I'm going to show you that here. Personalized content generation. So the beauty of this is once you start talking to ChatGPT and teaching it about your business, it gets really smart about your business really quickly. And so you get personalized content generation that, you could do it. You can do it, but it does it in 1 minute. So like I said a couple minutes ago, like my team members would take like 2 hours, right? Or maybe 2 days to come back to me with recommendations on what to do. And ChatGPT gives me recommendations in less than 30 seconds. So it's a time factor, and the personalized content generation. And then engagement. So if you do it right, your content can engage your audience, which is great. If you don't do it right, your content's going to fall flat. Some people, you can really tell when people are using ChatGPT. I can, at least. I don't know if any of you guys relate to that, but like when I can see people's content whether it be on Instagram or LinkedIn or wherever, and all their captions are generated by ChatGPT. I can tell. And also just it's not creative. So I can tell. And those pieces, if we're talking about social media here, if you want to just create a content strategy and have a lot of content to put out and have an email marketing plan and all that kind of stuff, ChatGPT kind of alone can do that for you. If you want it to really engage people, if you want it to really get you viral, which I mean, I don't even like to use that word because it's like, you can't, that's viral is lightning in a bottle. But it's going to give you the basics, and then you're going to put up some magic on top of it. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. So funny. Okay, so I'm just reading comments. Okay, and last of all, it's easy for marketers to learn. It's easy for everybody to learn. Honestly, kids can use it. Anyone can use it. It's all about the prompts. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. Okay, so did anyone, ChatGPT is verbose. What about the short attention span problem? Agreed. Oh my gosh, Sam, that is such a good point. Okay, so we're going to bring up ChatGPT. And it's so funny that you say that because I find it's so it just says too many things, right? It's like, dude, be pithy. So let's see. I'm going to use this 30-day cannabis marketing. This is this is so funny that this just popped up. Okay, look, this is probably one of my biggest, my most used chats. So these are all of my chats that I have going on. This one is the one that I use the most, okay? And it's called 30-Day Cannabis Marketing Content Strategy. And I've been using this thread since June, and it's a very smart thread. So I use this one a lot for my content creation. You can start a new chat anytime, but I prefer to just work in the chats that I've already created because then ChatGPT knows more. So, all right. Instead of having a guest up, I think this time I'll just take questions like this, because we have a great group of people. So let's dig in and let's see what we can, how far we can push it. So, all right. Last week, I decided that I wanted to put some of my offers that I give to the cannabis industry to the mainstream. So I went on Fiverr and I created a profile on Fiverr where I also wanted to learn more about Fiverr because it's very similar to our business. So I wanted to learn the path. So I asked it to help me write the gigs. Okay, so these are the gigs that I asked it to write. So one of the things I do is I create compelling pitch deck presentations. So I was like, okay, now I'm working on a gig for writing pitch deck presentations. Can you write the gig description? So then literally it gives me this thing and I'm like, my decks and presentations are more than for just, so, okay, so I didn't expect that I was going to go through it this way, but I am. So basically it gives me this whole long thing, which is great, but it's way too many words, as Sam said. It's just ridiculous. Come on. Literally, these things say nothing. Okay, tailored storytelling. Every business has a unique story to tell, and I will help you narrate yours compellingly. Through meticulous research and strategic storytelling, I'll present your business journey, mission, and value proposition in a way that resonates with your audience. Now, that is good copy, and it might even work, but there's no way that anyone is ever reading all of this. So I'm like, it tells me, so then I wanted to refine it a little bit, right? So I'm like, I take it and I'm like, my decks and presentations are for more than just investors. They're also for entrepreneurs, marketing teams, and creatives who don't have the skills to put their ideas into a pitch deck with the goal of selling them. Please use my past experience and write this with 1,600 characters. So, it has my past experience up there, so it knows. So I'm like, so it comes back. Are you an entrepreneur, marketing team, or creative with brilliant ideas but struggling to transform them into persuasive pitch decks? Worry no more. As an experienced pitch deck specialist with a proven track record, I'm here to empower you, your visions, and bring them to life through captivating presentations. Again, so many words to say nothing. Like, just so many words. So you would never use all this. It's just fluff. And that's what I'm seeing people are doing that I hate, is like, do not use all of this. It's way too much, get tight, figure it out, get copywriting better. Okay. Um, so then I'm like, okay, now the last gig, please write a 1,200 character description. Then I asked it, please write a 1,200 character description. I did spell character wrong, but I don't think that matters. And look what I got. Is this 1,200 characters? Is it? No, it is not. So I literally wrote, dude, 1,200 characters, exclamation point. And that's how I talk to it. I talk to ChatGPT like that, and it responds. So maybe not like a child, maybe like a crazy person who's going off the rails, speaking in too much, right? Like Ace Cox said. So it writes me, unlock your LinkedIn potential, profile optimization, engaging newsletters, compelling content, quality leads, data-driven results, professional collaboration. Let's elevate your LinkedIn success. Contact me now. So like, okay, that is better. It's definitely better. But let me tell you one thing. Unlock, unharness, harness, unleash. These are ChatGPT words. Don't use them. Do not use them. It's so obvious when people use these words, okay? So I don't actually have my Fiverr up here to figure out. Let me just see. Maybe I can bring it up really quick. What I ended up with. All right, let me see. What is my... I'm going to show you my gigs. I don't know how to do that. Oh, no. If I can't find it, I will. My business gigs. Okay. So what did I turn it into? I decided, come on, I want to view it. Anyway, okay, it's not working. So turn your LinkedIn presence into a lead magnet. That's what I ended up writing. Let's see. I can't really read. I can't get to it. Okay, let's move out. Profile. There we go. Okay, so I will turn your LinkedIn presence into magnet. Here's the gig. Turn your LinkedIn profile into a lead magnet. I will show you how to turn your profile from a resume into a powerful tool in your business development arsenal. I've grown my LinkedIn to over almost 10,000 and receive an average of 100,000 impressions monthly. I can help you create the kind of posts and content that get prospects to pay attention. So look, I didn't end up using it. Thanks, Siddharth. Hello. This is my gig. This is what I ended up going with. And yeah, let's see. like for this one, strategy and social media planning. Obviously, I'm going to be using ChatGPT for this. I don't use like when you see like, right, I use this, I use ChatGPT, and then I take it and I use it as my backup. Do you know what I'm saying? I use it as it's not creating the entire thing for me. It's giving me ideas and it's helping me organize my. All right. So yeah, Sam says my brain filters out those buzzwords now. 100%. All right. So let us start a new brand, a new chat for a new brand. Who wants to volunteer? Anyone would like to volunteer their brand? It definitely learns more faster than any child you've ever met. Curious about the life. Okay. So how do I design my workflow? Because that was a question that Sam had. I'm gonna use, let's see. My workflow. I'm like gonna go back to this. Hello? Hello? Okay. Real talk, I don't plan my workflow. I'm not great at that. Florist Farms. Okay, I'm not doing CISO. I'm not doing it. I need to do a cannabis brand. Sorry, bud. All right, Florist Farms. Carly Miller Hornick. Would you like to come on stage with me? If so, I'm going to, let's see, how do I do this? Let's see. Copy. See if I can do it. I feel like I can. I just feel like I can. All right. Copy and paste. Come on. Oh, let me paste. Paste. Ah, I got it. Okay, so if you'd like to join Carly, I would love to have you on. But first of all, let me just go to your website so that I can get an understanding of Florist Farms. Is this you? I feel good about this. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Look at your gorgeous page. All right. Look at this, everybody. Florist Farms. Beautiful. Oh, congratulations. Are you on shelf yet? And where, if so, where? Look at these beautiful packaging, these beautiful, what are these, 0.5s? Oh, gorgeous. Gush Mints Gelato Banana Runts. And here's your, rechargeable. Is this a rechargeable disposable? That's what it looks like to me. Live resin sauce, rechargeable pen, Blue Dream, my favorite. All these, okay, these are regular vape carts. Super beautiful. Great. All right. Woo, this is fun. Thank you. Where to buy, wholesale inquiries. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. This is very exciting. Okay, so join when you can. I don't know. I'm 10 things back over here. Okay. All right. You're on shelves in New York. Congratulations. Oh, there she is. Yay. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining and hopping on.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Congrats.
Thank
How
you.
many stores are you in so far?
Well, there's only 20 stores in all of New York State.
For
I
context.
we're in about like 10 to 12 of them. Yeah, our watermelon gummies there were the first product ever sold in the state of New York. So it was very exciting on opening day at Housing Works.
That is so exciting. Congratulations. So, how is your how do you do your social media at this point? Like, you don't?
We are trying to figure that out. We went from having one brand called Head and Heel to having four brands basically in December, and so I have been on the journey of figuring out how to use AI to help us do more with less, because we went from having one brand social media to run and 30 products to having 90 products and four brands. So I've been playing around with it a bit.
You have brands, are your other brands in other states?
They're all in New York State.
Got it.
Yep.
So, there's Florist Farms and then you have some other ones.
Yep. We have Head and Heel, which is focused on tinctures. And then we have Blotter, which is focused on concentrates. And then we have Tune Beverages, which we just received our inventory and are about to go live. So very excited
What
about
kind
those.
Very exciting. Congrats. What kind of beverages are they?
They're 10 milligram infused seltzers made with real juice and honey. They're like the best beverage I've ever had. I can't wait for them. They're in quarantine right now till we get the test results, and I'm like, I just want them for the weekend. I've been waiting for 3 years.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Congrats. Yeah.
Thank,
Actually, my website designer Siddart is on, and he said beautiful website. So
thank you.
it is beautiful and so simple. So let's start a new chat. And okay, so so you don't have a content strategy yet, or do you?
Um, I just wrote marketing strategies for each of the brands this week. But yeah, trying to then we have strategy, and then it's like, all right, then how do we write for each of these strategies and write in each of the brand voices, because they're all very different.
No.
Florist is very much like focused on regenerative farming, sustainable practices. And so a lot of it is, educating about the products first off, because there's a lot of education that has to happen in New York, but then also educating around our, vision and mission of building a sustainable business within the cannabis industry.
So well now this next time when you talk, I'm going to be typing because I
Okay.
want to just so you could also, if you had the marketing strategy in, like, you could text it to me or send it to me, but if you want to just kind of um, sort of encapsulate it for me, and I'll kind of write it to ChatGPT and we'll go from there.
All right. Why don't we focus on like a specific category? So
Let's
what
do Florist Farms, right?
Yeah, but like a
Okay.
specific category of product. I think one of the big challenges we've had in education is educating around vapes that are made with cannabis derived terpenes versus botanical, and vapes that are made with live resin versus cannabis derived terpenes. We have a live resin sauce line, which people do not understand in New York what sauce is. So we've been trying to figure out how to explain that in a way that doesn't bring other people, we don't want to diss other products, and we don't want to, like, we have a line of cannabis derived terpene vapes made with dista, and we have a line of sauce vapes. So it's like, how
Sure.
do you educate the consumer on which one to choose? They're at different price points. Um,
Right.
how do you really tell them what the key differences are in a way that resonates with them? Because like they don't really care about how the extraction's done, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So Sam is saying one chat per brand. or one, like, yeah. So I would probably do one chat per brand. Like, I'm going to
Mhm.
call this one Florist Farms, and then I'm going to take your other ones, and you would create like another chat that would be called Head and Heel.
Yep.
And those, then you'd be teaching each to like kind of you're turning your chat into start thinking like your brand.
Yeah.
Um, so specifically, I'm like, I would prefer to give it like a macro sense of the brand, but just for in the interest of like time and what we're doing today, let's just like focus on trying to educate around the full. Can the again? It's this product right here, right? This one,
Uh,
live resin sauce.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, Specifically teaching consumers the difference between the different like between the categories of vape production and extraction,
Mm-hmm.
really, right?
Mm-hmm.
um Techniques and extraction. And then let's like just talk a little bit about what is the sauce. The
Yeah. So sauce is basically a mixture of live resin and distillate. Because you could have 100% live resin pen, which would be an even higher level, which is what we sell under blotter. So this is kind of like a mid-tier
got it.
mixture.
Is a mixture of sauce, which is, I mean, we're trying to tell. I know what it is, but
Yeah, it's a mixture of distillate and live resin extract.
okay. Distillate, THC, and live resin extract.
Correct.
And then, so I think what I'm going to ask it to do is to develop some, um, please develop, this isn't the best prompt yet, but please develop messaging for New York cannabis consumers who need to understand the difference,
Like the different value proposition
the
or
different values, value proposition of different tiers of. This is probably not going to work, but I'm just like thinking.
try.
Um, let's have 5 bullet points, and let's just see what it does and go from there.
Okay.
Um, okay. So, I mean, I think it did it, obviously we're going to have, this is the most ChatGPT thing that ever that it just like gave us. So when it doesn't have a lot of knowledge yet, it says really like things like unveiling and decoding, and like it just, every word is like extra. Um, but here's a start. Again, like this language is very okay. Unlocking the essence of cannabis, live resin sauce. Discover the pinnacle of cannabis craftsmanship with our live resin sauce. It's a harmonious blend of distillate THC and live resin extract, preserving the plant's authentic flavors and aroma. Experience the entourage effect as the synergy of compounds unfolds with every puff. Now, I'm not sure that's not doing a great job of educating, but we didn't do a great job of educating in the prompt. Like if we took like some sciency knowledge that we have about the differences of each of the types of resin, rosin, distillate, sauce, all those things, and taught that to ChatGPT, right now we're expecting it to kind of pull from what I said and some of its knowledge
How do you teach Chat GPT?
by talking to it.
You feed it information.
Yeah, so like you could be like if you send me, your marketing strategy. I could be like, right now I'm going to feed you my marketing strategy. I want you to wait until I'm done, and then I'm going to want you to use this strategy to help me develop the next pieces. And then you can ask it, you can say, now pretend, assume you are my marketing director, and I want you to tell me, like thinking like my marketing director,
Mhm.
how should I turn this into um, a content strat? How do I take this marketing strategy and turn it into a content strategy?
Yeah.
How do I take this this content strategy and turn it into a content plan? How do I take this content plan and turn it into a content calendar?
Yeah.
Right? And then you take the content
Mhm.
calendar, and then you say, okay, it gives you this content calendar. So it'll tell you like 30, like, okay, every day you should post, one blog a week. You decide, okay, I'm going to do one blog a week, and that's going to be on Wednesdays. We're going to do 5 Instagram posts a day. And here's the different things, obviously based on the strategy. These are the things that they're going to be about. So then, like, I mean, um, this is super basic because it doesn't really know a lot, but like create a 1 month content strategy to discuss the differences in vape products, which I mean you could do that for a whole month, if
Mhm.
that, you know or at least a part of your um, on the market in New York. I don't know. Okay, so it'll be like month-long content strategy, exploring vape products, product diversity in New York. Week 1, introduction to vape product diversity. Social media teaser, share a teaser post that highlighting the upcoming series about vape products in New York. Use engaging visuals of different vape cartridges and devices to pique interest. And then your blog post would be navigating the vape landscape in New York. Introduce the series with an overview of the diverse products available. Highlight the importance of informed consumption and understanding the different vape techniques. Day 3, infographic, vape types 101. Create an infographic comparing various vape types, distillate, live resin, CO2, etc. Include a brief explanation of each type's production and processing characteristics. Instagram, then dissecting extraction techniques, Instagram live session. So it's giving you, I mean, you can see how
Yeah,
many,
it's great.
it's great, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, okay. So then you can say, now, I mean, you have 14 days here. And this gives you, there's so much else to do. Obviously, this is just 14 days. You can make it, you can use all these in 10 days. You can use 4 of them, Um,
I have a question. I see
yeah.
that it says create an interactive quiz.
Uh-huh.
Can it create the quiz
Yeah,
questions for me?
absolutely. I would literally, I don't know why I write this, but like, I'll be like, love the idea of the interactive quiz. Can you write that post for me? Can you write that post and recommended visuals? Interactive quiz. Are you ready to? Okay, so I mean, this is for your website. So, like, okay, so let's turn that into a social media series.
Hmm.
Turn that quiz. Social media series. Um, mean, this could be really cool where, this one's giving you this idea that, you would be using social media to talk about the quiz, but the actual quiz would be on florisfarms.com.
Hmm.
And then, so by like, I guess it would be, whenever you decide that you're going to post um, the quiz, you'll show like, a screenshot of the quiz, and a link in stories to the quiz, link in bio to the quiz. That would be the goal there. I mean, I think that it's a great idea. And this is giving you you can just see like here, it's endless,
It
right?
is. Yeah, it really likes that glass crystal ball emoji.
Yeah. Somebody just said, Julie Hanahan just said it will write your quiz questions. So let's do that. Can we write the
Yeah,
quiz questions?
that's the hard part for me, for sure.
Of course. Flavors that excite you, desired effects, experience level,
Wow,
terpene preference, consumption style.
that's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah. So, I mean, look at this, like 10 questions, it's done. Like, obviously, maybe you're not going to focus on, maybe you're not going to use all these, or maybe these aren't sophisticated enough yet, but it's this amazing framework that, like, you would just never be able, like, it's just the most incredible first drafts.
It really is. That's so helpful.
Yay, Julie. Thank you for
Yay.
that. All right, wait. So let me just see. A question from Scott Foster. Do I use it to analyze metrics at all and provide suggestions? So basically saying things like tell I think the question is like, do I come back and tell it how things worked um and then say like, this one did really well, so please craft more like this. Um, is that the question? Carly, do you feel like we're done?
Yeah, that was super helpful. Thank you so much.
Amazing. We will definitely follow up to see if maybe you need some help. That's what we do. We provide social media support for cannabis brands, and
Yeah, I've had my eye on you, Lauren.
amazing. So yeah, I'd love to have a call and talk about how to help you guys maybe take some of these brands off your plate, and start telling these stories with you.
Sounds good. Have a great
Amazing.
afternoon. Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you so much. This has been great.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So this was great. Kind of funny, using people manners improves AI results. It does. It does. So I'm going to stop sharing real quick here. That was so great. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, everybody who joined in the chat. This has been such a great conversation, and so different from the last conversation. I was like, I'm going to come on and I'm going to try not to like do the same thing I did last time, but I think it always depends. It's always going to depend on who the guest is. And I feel like Carly learned a lot. I learned a lot. Like, you guys probably learned a lot. We went down a little bit of a different direction. So Scott said that he's done sentiment analysis and wondered if you can import analytics from an app like Later and have it digest and provide optimization. I mean, yes, I'm sure it absolutely can. And I would love, Scott, to like partner with you on figuring out how to do that and then maybe teach it in an upcoming class. It's like, I could learn a lot from you. I'm more of a creative and less of an optimizer, and less of like a tinkerer. I'm just like, oh, next. So it'd be really great to work with somebody like you who thinks about that deeply. So I'd love that. You're going to reach out to me very, very soon. Yay. Okay, good. So this has been a great chat. If anyone has any questions for me, I'm going to stay on. I can stay on for a couple more minutes if you want to. If you want to change, ask any questions. Um, always, my door is open. My DMs are open. If you have questions about ChatGPT, if you have questions about cannabis social media, if you have questions about working with influencers, if you have questions about public relations, if you just want to talk about the industry, make an appointment with me. Let's take 30 minutes. Let's figure out either how to work together or just share our passion for cannabis and marketing and social media. So thank you guys all for joining me. I'm going to try to do this like every other week. It's going great for us, as you can see. So thanks so much, everyone, for joining, and I will see you all real soon.